Let's talk Stable Audio 3 LoRa training. In the last video, I discovered you can actually train a LoRa on just one song. But I've updated the Stable Audio 3 trainer just a little bit. I keep trying to make it easier to use. That's always in the back of my mind, is like some of this stuff can be a little dense. So we're gonna do a ratatat. Shout out to Ratatat, because yeah, I really want to blend this with my Kev LoRa. Okay, so you're going to notice in the trainer, I've got two options here. This prompt style I recently found was in the official prompting guide. They've got some tips about how you can call it, and I guess these tags are from like the Audio Sparks library, which is like really high quality audio data. So that's one way that you can write your prompts. I personally just kind of do this bare bones way of doing it. You know, I really don't know what's best, especially with the LoRa. Like, what's going to end up happening is you can almost like not even do a prompt. You know, if you train it right, it's going to just color the output without a prompt. But you do want, during training, you want it to kind of pick up on some keywords and stuff, especially the BPM and the key, which is why we've got suggest BPM key here. And that guessed that is 129 BPM in A sharp major. I'm not even going to double check, dude. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do auto label all. Since we now have a step training directly inside gary4local, I was like, you know what? Why don't we use the genre that captioner model pulls that can populate our prompt? So I'll show you, we'll look at what it does. So you can see synthwave chiptune, that's pretty close to what Ratatat ends up sounding like. You know, that guy's guitar sounds like a synth half the time. But really, what's most important here is that you have a system that you are going to use. You know, you're going to play this thing like an instrument once you get it inside Ableton. So you don't have to do it the way I do it. So this just gives us some nice simple prompts. Each track has its own kind of flavor. So we'll be able to pull from different parts of the training distribution. Does that make sense? I don't know, dude. We vibe training, okay? Okay, so now we got it auto-labeled. And I think with steps, I'm going to do 3,500 because I've actually had good results. Now I'm going to do the experimental loudness fix. This is just something that I came up with because LoRa's tend to run hot. They can get loud. It's just doing that under the hood and make it easier when it's pre-encoding the latents, you know. Yeah, and then you can go skate while this happens. Alright, let's see what we got. Training finished. What key do we want to do? Let's do E minor. And this is the part of the show where we find out how stupid my LoRa is. You know, we might have to train again. This better be dank. This better be dank, dude. That shouldn't be possible, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. That's Ratatat. That is a Ratatat, dude. Okay. But here's where it gets interesting. You're not just trying to copy pasta, you know? We're going to take the Kev LoRa now. And you'll notice, I didn't even type a prompt. I could have hit that dice button and got, you know, I could have got the synthwave chiptune that we just trained on, and it would have been even more Ratatat, you know? But apparently I trained it real good. But we're going to leave that like that. We're going to use the seed. That's cool. That's cool. Let's drag Kevin back down real quick because I want to hear Ratatat in succession. Looks like I got to turn succession up higher. So I trained that Ratatat hard, dude. Whoa. This is Kevin from the future. So I wasn't really happy with that Ratatat, and it made me realize there was a couple things missing from our trainer. So I'm going to kind of walk through what I added just now and why. First of all, so that Ratatat, I noticed it was kind of like starting in the middle of bars and stuff. It was also like mad overfit, you know? So I added this train on full tracks feature because that's how I'd been doing it on the DGX Spark, and I really liked those. I also added this toggle exclude seconds total conditioner. I don't want to go into that, but that's something that they mention in the docs. Yeah, right there. Exclude seconds total conditioner prevents conditioner hijacking on small data sets. I haven't noticed a difference yet. All my loras I trained on the Spark included it. So I added the train on full tracks, but I also, that LoRa was mad overfit. So I realized like we're exporting a checkpoint every 500 steps, So now when it exports the checkpoint, you could just go in here and switch to an earlier one if you overfit it real hard. As you can see, I trained 16 Ratatats. Actually more than 16. Like, my goodness. But what's cool is you could actually probably blend. You could train a rank 64 and then train a rank 16, and you could probably blend those. I don't know. Okay, so Ratatat 15, I trained on 23-second crops. You could hear it kind of like it came in the middle of a bar. This is trained on full track. Rank 16. I liked that, dude. It's like it's more dynamic because like it learned the entirety of a Ratatat song, not just these little tiny clips. Anyway, oh my god, I'm gonna get bogged down. Really, at the end of the day, you're gonna be blending these things. You're gonna be using your own audio. It doesn't really matter that much, but I wanted to add those couple last minute settings. I turned off the seed now, and we're going to mess around with prompts here. So we'll get a Ratatat prompt. 16 bars. gotta jam with that, dude. I gotta jam with that now. And I'm gonna do that thing. I'm gonna lock the seed again. So we kind of got two flavors there. Let's do one more. Let's really pump up that succession. Try and get some orchestral. I think I need to train more orchestra. You can hear that ending succession chord, but I liked that for intro. What I want to do is we're gonna auto filter this now. And now let's see how ratatat. Yeah, we're just gonna transform with all these bad boys. We'll try it again. Oh, see, like it took my filter and it did things with it. Electric guitar's gotta come out now, dude.